Hello friends, I'm Sarah Rose, and in today's video I am reviewing and demoing some Winsor Newton Cotman brushes and also a Princeton Select brush that my oldest sister Erica got me for Christmas. She gave them to me early because she's going to not be here for Christmas. So anyways, I jumped straight into the packaging, which has 4 Winsor Newton Cotman brushes and 1 Princeton Select brush in it. Which wasn't originally there, obviously, and the back of the package has information about different sorts of brushes that the Cotman line has. So yeah, you can pause and read through that if you want to. These are all of the brushes that I will be showing you, and right off the bat, I am starting with my Winsor Newton Cotman 6mm one stroke brush, and the number for this brush is 666. Ominous! And the back of the package says that one-stroke brushes are for washes and chisel-edged flat marks. And this brush has a nice snap to it. But right now I'm showing you that the ferrule, or however you pronounce that, wiggles a little bit on this brush. And it's not like terrible. As you can see, I can still like mix things with it and paint with it. But it does wiggle a little bit, and it doesn't. I also tried to pull it to see if it would pop off, and it doesn't. It seems pretty sturdy. It just wiggles a tiny bit. So if that does pop off in the future, I guess I'll let you guys know. Yeah, so right now I chose to review these brushes using Winsor Newton Cotman paint because that seemed fair. These brushes probably work really well with Winsor Newton Cotman paint. So that's one stroke with the one stroke brush. It says that it's for washes, but this one's a little bit small for like large washes, and it seems like it runs out of paint quickly. The second brush I'm reviewing is the size 4 Winsor Newton Cotman Round brush, and yeah, all these brushes have nice bounce. They have a good snap back, and this brush is a nice point. It's smaller than usual round brushes that I use, but this is perfect for details. Just like the other brush, it seems to hold paint really well. And it's, you know, good for mixing and stuff. So yeah, it holds a nice point. And there we go, the first stroke down. But by the end of the stroke, they do start running out of like pigment. And you can get really thin lines with this brush too. So if you could only choose like a few of these, this size 4 round brush is a good choice. The third brush is the Winsor Newton Cotman round brush, size 2. The brush is 111, and it is very thin, especially compared to round brushes that I usually use. This is especially great for detail. As you can see, it absorbs paint just as well as the other 2 brushes, and yes, you can see me mixing up some of the red color using the same Canson Artist Series paper. It's linked in the description box, and yes, this one definitely doesn't hold as much water as the other 2 brushes because it is smaller, but you can get extremely thin lines with this, and you can get precise lines too, but my hands were just a little bit shaky. The fourth brush that I'm showing you is this one, and all of these brushes did come with plastic on them. I just lost the plastic for them, so this is the Winsor Newton Cotman Rigger brush in size 1, and the brush number is 333. This brush is especially good for smooth lines and tiny details. I never used Rigger brush on my own, like not at school, so it's nice to have one now for small details. This holds a lot of water, and it's pretty good for mixing. It looks kind of funny to me, just how long the hairs on this brush are. But that helps it hold water, so I'm not complaining here. Well, I'm saying a lot. This brush can make very precise thin lines, just like the other round brush. Of course, this brush is specifically for making, thin lines and stuff. And right now you can see me making thin lines with this. And bonus brush, the Princeton Select Angle Spot Detailer brush. It is super small, super angled, perfect for small details, which you will see in the demo. This obviously does not hold that much pigment because it is such a small little brush, but it's very good if you already have your paint mixed up. Of course, you would mix up your paint before deciding to use this. So here we go. Just nice thin lines. And it surprisingly does do a good job at holding water for how small it is. But you definitely want to have your paint prepared instead of just deciding, I'm going to use this to mix paint. Because it'll be hard for you to keep up with how much paint you'll probably need. And here is one long stroke. See, it works. It works really well for long strokes too. I went forward and backward. Woo! So as you can see, these are all very consistent lines. I probably could have made them a little bit straighter, but my hand was shaking a little bit. And now we are into the demo. And this painting is meant to match those two color swatches that were on the left. Ooh, magically making the paint wet. Alright, so I'm starting with the Winsor Newton Cotman One Stroke brush. I'm using it in the background, and this is meant for washes and chisel-edged flat marks, like the description says. But because it's so small, it's hard to get a nice clean wash, but that did not bother me because I decided that I wanted this to look, the background to look sort of like foliage and like there's movement, so I didn't actually mind, and I wasn't trying to make a flat wash. So I'm also using I use the round brushes a lot in this painting because that's what I usually use, and they do hold a good amount of water, and I like them. Now I'm going to go to the Winsor Newton website and tell you what they say about the brushes. It says the Cotman brushes are a range of high-quality synthetic watercolor brushes. Cotman watercolor brushes are very popular due to their blend of differing thickness fibers. The thicker fibers give strength and spring, whilst the thinner fibers improve color carrying capacity. Together, they retain a perfect point, time after time. The handles are designed to provide balance and comfort when painting, which I have to say they do. The ferrules are made from high-quality nickel-plated brass, which helps to prevent corrosion, clogging of hair, and enables easy cleaning. And the range features a wide selection of head shapes and sizes to suit all watercolor techniques. So that's what they say about the brushes in the Princeton Select Artist series. Says they are created by the fine craftsmen of Princeton in partnerships with well-known artist Willow Wolf. A vast line of 29 distinct shapes, 108 individual brushes created for oil, acrylic, and watercolor artists. Now you can explore traditional and avant-garde techniques on nearly any surface. Satin finished jewel-tone blue handles and silver ferrules make Select as beautiful to look at as it is to paint with. So that's what they say about their brushes, and I have to say I agree. These brushes are beautiful. I don't think you can see it in this video, but the Winsor Newton Cotman brushes have a nice blue handle, and there's like a shine, like a shimmery shine to the brushes. And the yes, the Princeton one does have a nice satin finish, so it's fun to hold. And look at those details that you can achieve with the Princeton brush. I drew in some eyebrows with it, and this is a small painting. Now I am quickly finishing up this painting. I'm using the one-stroke brush to quickly try to draw in some plants in the front. It ends up looking like a naked woman amongst some branches and bushes, but that is not what I was going for, but it turned out alright. So, final thoughts. I like these brushes a lot. They are very similar to my Daler Rowney brushes. they're super awesome for small details and making smaller paintings like this. So all of my information is in the description box, the products I used, my social media, my Pinterest, and my Patreon. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you all have a good week, and happy holidays, everybody. Before ending the video, I just wanted to say, if I didn't cover something that you want to know about these brushes, feel free to ask questions in the comments below. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Bye.